first of all, I want to thank everyone who is in the project right now, but also, and that's sometimes forgotten, all the people who have joined the project in the past, because without buyers, you don't have sellers, and the other way around. You need to have both in the market. And it's on us to make sure that we provide the value so that people have trust in what we are building, and that we can showcase what quality we have. This is the Figma that we used to make the Bonds of Dream. Bonds of Dream is from Tainmaker. I wanted to show it also working, but I don't have access at the moment, so that's a bit fucked up. But the whole idea is Tainmaker is our artist, but he has also his own collection, one-on-one collection, and he makes pieces that you can collect. And at a certain moment, he can put an item on his site. On the backend, he can put a hash list with the items that people can have in their wallet. And if you have enough of those items, you can swap it for like an upgraded NFT. This is something that he's going to use for his own purposes, but it's also possible for other one-on-one artists to showcase their one-on-one art on his website. So basically, this will create a hub for one-on-one artists to connect with each other, to endorse each other, and to make a broader community. Because one of the things that you see in the one-on-one space is an artist needs to have his own fan base, but if you can gather all those fan bases together, you get more exposure. It will get more eyes on it, then they will all benefit from each other. So we worked on this product for, I believe, 8 weeks. The most difficult part was to make it be NFT ready, because that was something we think it's already a long time around, but it's only there for 3-4 months. And a lot of platforms are not NFT ready right now, and all the products that we make are ready for NFT. Because if you don't make it NFT ready and you send something to a contract, it's stuck and you will never see it again. Sisterhood of the Knives. Hazy will also join us soon as a moderator in the project, but he has also his own project, Sisterhood of the Knives. He started there as moderator, but the former team rocked. And now he's project lead of the team. And because he took over, they needed to have a new staking site and also a new landing page. So this product is now live. We need to only update the contract of staking. But this is good you can see this little symbol, powered by CZ Labs. You will see it in more and more products that we are making. And I wish that I could spill some alpha already, because for a big project on Solana, as a floor price above 200 Solana, we are going to make Pfp Staking. In a few, I will explain what that is, because we already delivered Pfp Staking to a project called Elysian Odyssey. But also a big Solana project is going to use it, and they're going to use it to reward their holders to get whitelist token. In the other case, you can get Cake or Ethereum with it. Now we come in something that we in the last week get a lot of requests. A few months ago, Milestone reached out to mods and they wanted to have another form of staking. So they came with Pfp Staking. So what is Pfp Staking? You need to have your profile picture on Twitter, and in a few I will demonstrate it. You link your Twitter to the platform, you connect your wallet, then you verify the image, fetch the image, you verify the image, and then it's going with an AI module through your wallet to see if it's corresponding. If it's corresponding, you can stake, and if it's not, you can't stake, which is obviously, of course. But we also made it the moment that you change your Pfp, it automatically unstake. And something that I can show right now, because if you go to the website, then Pfp Staking, then you say connect Twitter, then you say connect MetaMask. In this case, because this product is on the Binance Smart Chain, it will instantly get the profile picture I have right now. But you can always do a second refresh, you verify the avatar. So it will give you this signing message, you sign it, and it will say, oh, we work on that, but like this, like no matched NFT. So what I need to do right now is go to Twitter. And like on Twitter, you need to change the profile picture. It will be there also. So now we change the profile picture. If you now go back to the Elysian website, you do refresh avatar. As you can see, it fetches it. And now we say, okay, we want to verify it. So it says it's matched. And now we're going to start staking. But it says your NFT is an OpenSea listing. And that is right, because I listed it for $3.2 million. It's not going to happen, of course, but like this is to showcase that you can't stake if you have it listed. So we do editing listing. We cancel all the listings. And we confirm. We do cancel. If you guys can see, the first minute it started with staking right now. And like, if you now like, I'm going to change the avatar back again to my cardboard. That one is here. If you now go to the Elysian side, fresh avatar, it says like my avatar is back and the staking has been stopped. And I'm going to tell why I am bullish about it, because I also heard things in the space and that kind of stuff. For me, like when I started in 2021 in this space, like everyone was talking about, oh, profile pictures, it's your identity and that kind of stuff. And people came with staking sites and then you put it on and you never look back. And this is a way to utilize your NFT as a real profile picture, because you get rewarded for your loyalty to choose that project. The more projects who are going to use this in the future, they need to deliver their promises. Because if you don't give value, so you have a certain token, but it goes to shit, people don't going to use your P4P on the Twitter to stake. So from my point of view, I think this can be a game changer, also a new meta in the space, to finally give some real utility to use your P4P on socials. We have it now for Twitter. I wouldn't be surprised if we in a few months also have this for Instagram or be for other socials, because yeah, you can only choose one project. So then you need to choose. So then you need to reach out to other socials. So long story short, this is something we have delivered for Elysian Odyssey. We are almost finished to deliver it for a project on Solana. Very happy to show this. And like this is one of the ways that we also can make revenue, which will make sure that we can do some wind in the future.
But one thing I think people is wondering right now is like, let's say, I know this, but I just want you to explain it to people because I think they are wondering it. Let's say like a project have Pfp Staking and I buy, I have 20 of NFTs.
Yes, that's a good question. Yes, so by putting one P4P, you will get a multiple for all the other NFTs. So it will this number will go up. So for example, if you have 20, you will get a multiplier of 19 in here. So with one pixel, you can stake all your NFTs. And like in this case, you can earn cake, like that is the token pancake swap. But as you can see, also Solana, Aptos, Cardano wallet are already integrated. So they can also choose in the future to go for other tokens. Solana project, they chose another route. They want to use the P4P staking for the time that you have it as your P4P on Twitter, you get points. And if you have enough points, you get a whitelist, you get a token that you can claim a whitelist spot. So in that case, it makes it more fair for people who are more loyal to a project to reward them also with the best whitelists. So like we have now like it gives like a token reward, but also like a reward that you can get whitelist. There are like multiple possibilities of how you can reward people. So that is also going to be interesting what other projects are going to request from us in the future.
Hyper, I have a question.
Yes.
Like, for example, I staked my PSP, and like for some reason I had to unstake it. So does the staking just pause, and after like buying a new NFT, it just continue, or I'm gonna like get refreshed from the start?
Yes. So in this case, if you talk about Elysian, the moment you unstake, it will of course keep the progress that you have, like with the rewards, so that you can claim, because that will happen every second. The moment with the Solana project, it will continue with the progress where you left, so you don't need to go through the cycle again. So that's a really good question. Like, no, you're not going to lose your progress, but like, yeah, you need to make choices. Like, for now, this is then Elysian. You have the Solana project, but in the future, if there are like 50 or 100 projects or more, then you can imagine that there is going to be a war on like which project has the most P4Ps used, because that are the projects that are delivering value to their holders.
I have some technical question about like the bot that you are working with. Does it detect automatically, like the AI detects the image? It's the same as the one you have in your wallet, or what's the technology it's behind? Like it detects it's the same PSP or something like that.
So there is an AI module on the back end which we need to train, of course. So you can also imagine that like a cardboard, he will recognize easily that the form doesn't match with the other images. But we also tested the Elysian one with Elysians that weren't in a collection, and he is also able to recognize that like that P4P is in the collection or not in the collection if it looks the same. So we are very, very proud, and what we are doing now as a team is also applied to, how do you say it, like investor platforms and that kind of stuff, to see if we can get funding for it. It's not that that sounds stupid, need the money. It's more like that we want to get their endorsement, and that we can use the money for like getting more marketing, like getting this more out. Because I think, and please guys, if someone has a other opinion, come on and tell me, but I think that this is really a product that can give some purpose and like real utility to the space, instead of a Ponzi token or that. Like this is bringing like the value to what we are here for, like to show the P4Ps that we have, and that you get rewarded for your loyalty to use it. Like I haven't seen this in any other project right now. So if anyone saw it somewhere else, please let me know, because I want to learn, and not only we as team want to learn from it and see how we can make this product even better. We are not like only focused on one space. Like where there is an opportunity to grow our brand, we will go to there and make sure that we make it happen. I wouldn't be surprised that in the future that we will see also people from other chains flow in, because they see that we can make stuff on their chain. And that is something I need to give props to the developers that we have. We work with a small team, and they need to do sometimes like the most crazy things in a ridiculous short amount of time, but every time they can deliver. It maybe also gives an idea why sometimes things as the good board aren't that the developers the development's not going that quickly as people maybe hoped for. Because we also need this kind of stuff to be done, because this helps to get more eyes. It will get more funding, and that funding can be used to get all the products that we're gonna do in the future, to get like better quality, that we can hire more people. If people are sometimes like, oh, it's going slow, yes, like we want it also, but there are 24 hours in a day. We try to let the devs to rest in the weekends, but like we had also times that they worked almost 7 days in a week. But we also need to make sure that we are not here for the coming 6 months. We are here for the coming 6 years, or the coming 10 years, coming 50 years. Like personally, I don't have any plans to leave this space anytime soon. Like this is my life. Every day that I stand up, Mats and I are talking, like I'm looking at my wife right now, and she's looking me now in the eyes. Now, not anymore. But like, we spent a shitload of time to make sure that you guys will get the best experience. And I can only thank you guys for your patience. I know also from the past that like we had a period that people didn't have the patience with, which I totally understand, because I'm a holder also in other projects myself. There is nothing frustrating if you have like certain expectations by yourself and that it's not going in the pace that you want. But in the end, know that if you're patient enough, you will get rewarded, like left or right. Like in the end, you will win if you have the patience.
Yeah, an idea just came to my mind because, like, I think if you can do like as well, Discord Pfp Staking will be good because, like, personally, I would love to get rewarded for me, like, putting NFTs in my Discord.
That's something I thought about also, like, because the thing is, there is one big con on using Twitter. It's like you have only one Twitter profile. So, or people need to make multiple Twitter profiles to get the staking and that kind of stuff. But if you can link it to Twitter and maybe do it even by server, then you can get everyone in the server to use the staking. And that makes also a strong image for your project, that everyone is using the P4P in the Discord. That will definitely be something that we're gonna work on in the future. Big problem that we have right now is time. Like, we have so many opportunities, and to choose the right ones to make sure that we get enough cash flow, that we need to think about the marketing, because to be honest, like, I think as Cardboard, with what we are doing, we don't always get the recognition. So that is also something we are focusing on right now, that we get more in the spotlight. So also expect that we are going to do more spaces, like our the team, like I need to mention that also, like Net, Vidi, Meld, The Brain, all of those guys, they are here every day. They were here at the moment that we had some FUD, but they are also here when it's going better. Like Net is even here from the beginning. So we are also very grateful to have people like them working with us to make this happen. Then we have also something called CSAT tools. That has been being worked on for 6 months. But yeah, for people who are new, doesn't know the whole story, we minted in May the 20th last year. That was with a whole other team. That team, most of them departed like in the November 2022, including the artist that gave us a challenge to find someone who could fill that gap. That was Tainmaker. But the thing was, like, we already had like Figmas done. We also already implemented stuff. So one of the things that also gives sometimes a little bit of delay is that we need to make a lot of assets that we can use. And one of the things that I can show right now is like, this is not the final version, but like the CSAT tools and also the good board. And like also the website will go more into a style like what you see right here. This is a little alpha. We're going to do something like this. Also for the degenerates, I will bring it back. Like if people have questions, I think you guys can imagine what we're going to do right there. There will be a portfolio tracker in it. There will be a way to make collages of your NFTs. You can make an overview of all the SPL tokens that you have in your wallet. We will make sure that you can do the bulk send. And as mentioned in the announcement, like a month or two ago, we can make use of all the stuff that Tensor has made, so we can make also sure that it's just quick and like cheap. This is something we are continuously working on, but like our main focus for now is to make sure. I wish that I could tell more. We are working on a mint thing that I keep it like there. So, but a mint thing, soon you guys will know why. We are working on something. You guys already saw the mobile wallet integration. That is something we will do also soon. And I don't care. I'm just going to tell it. Mods has a big network in South America. And for one of the connections, he needs like an application where we can onboard people with a phone number. And that way we can onboard a shitload of people. So I will leave that in the middle for now to make themselves a mobile wallet and that they can claim something. So that is a too big opportunity to ignore. So that will in the coming weeks also take some time from our on our hands and our side. We like people who are trying to break our stuff, because if people break our stuff and they can provide us the information so we can fix it, we can make secure and better products. So if you see stuff that you guys think like this needs to be more improved, like we need to make this more secure, feel free to reach out. Like we still need to work on like a bounty program, like what is pretty normal at software companies to have like a bounty program for people who can break the systems. We encourage you guys to be critical and to work with us to make the experience better and better. If you see something and like it's broken, just be happy that we found it and know that we're gonna fix it. And of course, it doesn't look always sexy for the outside, but we are not afraid because we are willing to acknowledge that we need to learn. Like a lot of stuff that we are doing is new. So it also means that you will face things that people haven't been seen before, done before. So feel free to reach out if you see something, and we will do everything in our powers to make sure that we make it as safe, secure, and as smooth as possible. Good board. What can we expect? Well, first of all, the good board is of course integrated with our website, as you guys could see in the tools. Like the design that you saw there, expect that you see a whole redesign of our website. The text will be the same, like the plans are not changed. We will do still the same that we have said in the announcement somewhere in the beginning of the year, the first week of January. That is still the plan. And like some things will come faster, some things we should maybe delay because like the moment isn't there. But everything that has been written is still in the plan to execute. A lot of feedback that I got in the last couple of 4 or 5 months was like, what is Cardboard Citizens? Like, how do I need to explain this to my family? And I tried to put it in a thread that like a lot of people liked and also comment on. And of course, there's now also a mission, so it got also a lot of retweets. But before that, it already had like 35, 40 retweets. I think that if you want to explain, like Cardboard Citizen is a DAO and DAO as not with DAO as like daily active user engine, and the DAO engine is the good board, because with the good board, the moment that we integrate our wallet, like everyone with a mobile phone in the world and an internet connection, we can onboard them on our platform. The reason that we are focusing on that is like to make this space a success, we need to have more people in this space. People who don't know anything about blockchain right now, because it's same with the internet. If you don't know what you can do with it and don't know how to access it, you don't know anything about it. So you need to have a way to come into it. So with the mobile wallet function, I think it's a great way to, how do I word it right? Make sure that you give people that aren't, I need to choose it right because it can't be sounded fucked up. We are aiming for the low income countries. And one of the reasons is like they don't have always the same opportunities like people in Europe have, or in the States have, or in Russia, or like in China. And to get because most of the people have a mobile phone, they have the internet connection, they have the socials. If we can get them on the platform, participate in the mission, so they will give the missions the exposure that it's needed, they will get rewarded for the time they spend on the platforms. And a fourth reward that we want to implement soon is like putting coupons on the reward section. So think about maybe Uber Eats coupons, so we can make sure that people can fill their belly with acting on our platform. And in that way, you give something that you make in the space purpose, without like only to be focused on making the biggest amount of money that's possible. Of course, that will be also the aim. We are philanthropic in initiative. We are not like a charity. in the end, we need to make sure that we get the cash flow, that we get that we are making sure that we get enough money. But why not combine it with stuff that you can also help people and reward them for the time they spend? And on this rewards, I need to link every social. But like on the reward section, we will add the coupons also in the near future in combination with the mobile wallet feature. To come back to the good to earn part, I think that will help a lot to showcase what good to earn is. Good to earn is people give their attention to your project. You give them something for they can claim it and they can do everything with the points what they want. They get the Solana, they can get a Flower SPL, claim an NFT, or in the future they can claim a coupon to get some food, or maybe get a Netflix subscription for a month, or maybe an Xbox subscription, or you name it. Like coupons there are like 100 different ways and more to choose the right coupons. But we want to make sure that we can give everyone like a certain reward that they feel comfortable with. Because the people outside this space right now, maybe they don't want the Solana, maybe they want that Uber Eats coupon, or maybe they want that Netflix subscription, or maybe they want that coupon that they can get some discount on buying running shoes or that kind of stuff. So we are thinking also about different ways how you can reward the people who are spending their time. And like then you don't need to hold the NFT to be part, but like if you have the NFT, you will reap the most benefits because you will profit from the win. For all the others also, I know it sounds so cliche, I know it sounds cheesy, but like that you guys choose to spend here on a Sunday a time to listen to this story, I'm grateful for it. And if I'm talk with me, mods, the team are grateful for it. Like you guys can choose in so many projects to be active. You guys can get all the promises and that kind of stuff. And I see a lot of you who are now here in the voice call are also active in the chat and on Twitter and everywhere. It makes us happy that you guys see it and that you guys endorse us. And I think with all the money in the world and all the other stuff, that's the best thing to have in this space, that people believe in an idea and that we can go with this all together. Also, like if I can't decide for you, but if you guys can make at least one tweak, even if it's only a cardboard picture with GM, like you will help us to get more exposure. You will help yourself, you will help us. We need to do this together. Like, of course, in the end, we as team need to make sure that we do the most, but like if we work together, you guys as community, we as project, we will make it. And like in the conversation I have with Matsu, like we have the feeling that we are so fucking close to get a breakout, to get more eyes on the project. The moment that happens, also look yourself in the mirror and like be fucking proud that you guys are here now and that you guys are so fucking important for us because it gives us energy to fight. So I will end with this, like, thank you for attending here today. In the near future, we will do more stuff like this. What I said before, we will also do more Twitter spaces to get some exposure outside this community. And like at the background, we are busy to get also the eyes of Web2 investors and like investors in the Web3 to get some endorsement from them. So, and like the products that we talked about today was like the Sisterhood of the Knives, the Ponds of Dream, Elysium with the Pfp Staking, which we are also going to build for a project on Solana who has a floor price above 200 Sol. We will do the same for Ethereum, and there are like 10 projects plus who have interested in Pfp Staking, so we expect more of that in the near future. We talked about the tools, we talked about the good board, and also what is the plan. Like the plan is still to get the people on it that will give exposure to us, that we can reward them and that they can claim everything that they want. Yeah, I need to stop right now, otherwise I'm gonna continue. But like to end again, thank you for being here. Thanks for dedicating your time in our server. If there is anything, feel free to reach out to our community managers, moderators, I'm around. Like, feel free to shoot me a DM or open a ticket. And like, that is it from my end. And like, if you have any questions or you want to talk about some stuff, feel free to come forward. And otherwise, I want to wish you an amazing Sunday.